Aries, let's see. Why do I always end up being alone? Why do I always end up being alone? We're gonna find out. We're gonna ask the universe, spirit guides, and angels. This will not resonate with all of you, but it's for an Aries that needs to hear why. Okay, here we go. Why do you always end up being alone? We got the Queen of Swords, Aries, because sometimes you too, you might not like to hear this, but they see you as too controlling sometimes, too rigid, too like and sometimes it's just easy to cut them out of your life if it doesn't go your way. Okay. Yes, I understand why. It's because you've been out there, you've done this and you've been through that, you've done that and been through this, okay? You've been through all these kind of experiences in your life and you know what you want. Nothing wrong to know what you want, okay? So when you know what you want, you feel like, all right, just as easily as I let you in my life, I can get you out of my life, okay? So, and this is also the sort of communication, you know? Communication is important. Knowing how to communicate with your partner, and think before you communicate. Okay, think before you communicate. But this is why, because you know what you want. You expect your partner to be a certain way, and sometimes they're not that way. And because you know you want them to give you the same as you give to them. So sometimes they're not in the same level as you are, like you are in your head, and then either they end up walking away or you just end up cutting them out of your life. Okay, so let's get another card, Aries, for Aries. Aries, thank you. Strength. So Aries, sometimes you may feel you don't have the strength. You might feel that you don't have what it takes to make a connection work here, but you do. All right. You need to be brave like the lion. Okay. You need to believe in yourself. All right. Even though you already know what you want and you tell them, this is what's supposed to be, this is how I want things to be, you know, you do have what it takes to make a relationship work. Yes. But you also got to work on yourself. Okay. Yes, I understand you've been out there and you had life experiences and all that, but be a little bit easy on your partner because maybe they did not have all the kind of experience that you had. Okay. You see what I'm saying? It's hard sometimes. I understand. We forget, you know, me too. I've been there and done that, but you know, maybe you can teach them. If they're not willing to learn, sorry, I tried, right? But anyways, but this is why you find yourself being alone sometimes, because you're too rigid. Sometimes they might see you as controlling when you not try to control, you're just telling them how it is because you've been there, you've done that, right? Let's get a card of advice for you. Card of advice. Let's see. Oh, sorry. Okay. Let's get a card of advice. Aries. What advice do you have for Aries? Okay. Wow. This is more of a confirmation. King of Swords. Aries. We have the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords. So my advice to you is, if you don't want if you're this kind of person and you find yourself that you're not going to change for anyone, you know, find somebody that's more like you, okay? More like you in your level, that's been out there, has experience. And if you have kids that maybe already have kids too, because they understand you more because they also have kids, you know, or, you know, things like that. not somebody that's immature, maybe somebody that's not too young or something like that, but that's in the same level as you are, to be more of an understanding, somebody that's been out there. So this is the advice that I have for an Aries that's out there that has gone through this. Okay, guys, find somebody that's more like you. But listen, you don't know until you're with that person. I get it, right? But if you're out there, you can sense that. You can sense when with someone, when they're also, when you guys communicate. When you go on a date, and you're talking, oh, I have kids, oh, I have kids too. Oh, I don't have kids, I don't have kids. Oh, I've been through this and I got a divorce. Oh, I got a divorce too. I want to get married. I want to get married too. Like saying things in common. Feels like an Aries here needs to find somebody that's in common with you, not completely different. For some people works out that way. Some people go out, with an Asian man, and then you got the Brazilian girl here, like me. That's it. And we get along. If I go with somebody that's too much in common with me, it's probably gonna be boring. But I like, adversity like that. But for you, if you're going through this, if you find yourself that you're that kind of person, the advice that the card is given to you is that maybe for you, you won't end up being alone if you find somebody that's more in your mature level. You know what I'm saying? Let's get an oracle card for you guys here. Let's see. All right, Aries. All right. Aries. Okay. All right, Aries. So this is telling me, yeah. See, hostile. Somebody here gets hostile if it doesn't go their way, whether this is you or people you're connecting with, because that's what you are attracting, right? And this is why you end up being alone, because you guys end up being arguing, hostile at each other, not getting along, because different level of thinking and, different believe in different things, and then just don't get along. And so you end up being alone because you guys fight, break up, and things like that. Okay, so this is just a confirmation card right here. The other person doesn't want to listen. The other person, wants to listen, but the other one doesn't. And it keeps going on and on and on. And then you find yourself alone. Oh boy, Aries. Oh boy. So, yes. So I hope this helped you out a little bit. Okay? All right? Okay, guys. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Gypsy Love Portal. Ciao.